Greetings and welcome. I'm Psychic Medium Roberto and I truly hope you are doing well today. I'm recording this episode on the May 29th at 7 p.m. And I've been feeling the past day or so that there's a case that I need to do. So let's just start with the preambles here. Trigger warning, the subject matter is of a mature nature and deals with true crime events. Disclaimer, all cases are treated as alleged until proven in a court of law. Alright, so for whatever reason, I've just been feeling this need to do a particular case and I couldn't figure out which case I needed to do. And of course, the news just broke recently, unfortunately, and it needs to be 100% confirmed at the time of this recording, I believe. But all indications seem that the discovery of Courtney has not ended well. And as the case goes, she went missing on November 16th, 2023, and I hadn't heard of this case, unfortunately, but the news of her discovery pinged on my dashboard. So on the main chart here, you can see I've done very little because I didn't even know this case existed literally probably an hour ago at the most. And Courtney has been around, and I must say I'd be really interested to know what her date of birth is, because this woman has some serious energy, positive light energy. Alright, so I've got a couple of dates on the chart here already. So last seen November 16, and let's just zoom in here. November 16, 2023, last seen. And then 3 days later, her vehicle is discovered. November 19, 2023. I've done very brief research, but I believe the car was not in a good state, possibly even burnt out. So if you're a regular on the channel, you will know November 19 also becomes the reflection day and summary day for what transpired on November the 16th. So we'll keep that in mind. So we've got to do technically we need to do a double read here on that day, right? That's going to be interesting. And then, of course, now the vehicle discovery day, that reflection day is on November the 22nd. So we'll get information from these numbers on November the 22nd, what transpired here on November the 19th, okay? And May 27, 2024 is, I believe, when they discovered Courtney Townsend. So the reason why I haven't pulled out all the dates yet is because I want to look at the 27th first. That is the discovery day, and there will be strong information here as well. And again, look there, 27/9, beg your pardon for the crash zoom there, 27/9 here already. Look on the day that she went missing, 27/9. Potent when you discover a body. I realized this in the Nicola Boulay case when they discovered her body. Alright, so let's go 32.5. So that's a hidden 32.5. That's not a good number, ladies and gentlemen. 32.5 is, for a lack of a better word, destruction. 32.5 is destruction. Alright, let's just zoom in here a bit. Alright, 8. 14.5, also not a good number. Now, under normal circumstances, 14.5 would say there's something corrupt about the situation. And, you know, when I opened the numbers up here on November the 16th, look at all these sevens, ladies and gentlemen. And immediately when I see something like that, what do I look for? It's the police. It's the police. But we need to confirm. I don't know zip about Courtney's background. I have no idea of anything other than I saw a video pop up on my screen, which was this video here. What a lovely energy. And this literally popped up on my dashboard maybe an hour ago. Now let me just tell you the last seen day. Sorry to jump around a bit here, but this last seen day, these numbers around here, deadly. Deadly with intent. This wasn't random. At first glance, I'm saying, hands up, no, this was not random. You got 27.9. That is with purpose. Murder with purpose. 18.9, murder. Murder. But we'll go there. I want to first look at the discovery. That's where we'll get information. Oh, look here, ladies and gentlemen. Who's on the scene? The daddies, the fathers, the brotherhood. The brotherhood. But we need to identify who the brotherhood belongs to. What kind of brotherhood then, eh? $22.4. 13.4. 4. A lot of male energy around, eh? I don't know what her background is. There's no preconceived ideas here. I have 3 pieces of information. Last seen, vehicle discovery, body discovery, or remains. We don't know what the body looks like. Alright. Now I'm just going to see what happens the next day, yeah? And the day before. Actually, let's do the day before. So we got a 26. Ooh. 26.8. This also, you know, 26.8, I've said in many shows, there's a staging. It's a setup. For example, in this case, it could be she was actually murdered somewhere else, and I'm not saying it's so, I'm just giving an example. That she was murdered somewhere else and then brought to the location where they've discovered her remains, right? So that is one one possibility, and we will confirm as we go. But certainly it's not looking, things are not looking very natural. Because in the lead up, or like when I first saw this video and then deciding to do it and doing it and confirming that I can do it, right in the early initial stages, that perhaps that's what society thought, that she got in a car and she just drove off somewhere. But of course, the discovery of the car would have alerted everyone that, hold on, something is not right here. There's a nasty number. 21-3 is in play here. Abduction. Not good numbers to have around. And we will identify who's involved here. Again, I'm saying this number 14-5 I'm not liking. And we need to hunt for that number possibly on the top here and see what's going on. Sorry, as you know, I'm a little bit more prepared, but Spirit kept on not letting me do it. Okay. We've got a 33-6 there, ladies and gentlemen. Now things are getting interesting. I'm saying, I'm getting a sense, and okay, let me just... I'm just saying there's a level of sophistication around the situation. There's a level of sophistication around the situation. So what does that mean? There's design. There's know-how. There's knowledge. This wasn't two guys, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it is, but I'm giving an example. It's not two guys getting drunk, get in their car, see Courtney driving down the road, oh, let's go harass that woman. No, that's what you call thugs. There's a level of sophistication in the air here for some reason. And I'll try to identify what it is. 33-6, this was definitely planned. And I want to also say planned and coordinated. There are too many people being taken advantage of. It's becoming pandemic. Like it's normal. Oh, let's have this dispute with the neighbor. Shoot the neighbor. Oh, my McDonald's fries are cold, you bastard. Boom, boom. What is going on? Okay, so normally what I found in previous cases that when you're dealing with a body discovery, the close the day before and day after is you're going to get all your information, right? But I'm just going to run a test here quickly. Holy shit balls. Check here. Okay, I'm going to go to the end day. I do find, I must admit, in the past 6 months, I would say on 2 occasions I have felt a evolutionary step in my work. Does that make sense to the energy people, meta people? Metaphysical. Let's not get confused there with, I don't know what that occurs up there, Bebop or whatever his name is. Mr. Facebook. Or the bot playing Facebook. 35, 8. Look at all these 8s here. 43. My goodness, what is going on here? Look here, look at the reflection numbers here to the day of her missing. We've got a mass of 8s here. And unfortunately, mass of 8s tells not a good story. Alright, so I'm going to just go now to the lead up here, because I do believe this was premeditated. So let's just see here. And I'm also picking up the number 15-6. And 15-6 normally, now we're looking at a woman in distress situation. And the 15-6 is usually the older male. Always got to be someone. 33-6, ladies and gentlemen. The 33-6 is the day before. Yes, 33-6 reflected, yeah. There's a design that happened here. Oh, there's a surprise. I was waiting for this number. I promise you, I was waiting for this number. 24-6. Familiarity, family or friend. First periphery. If not first, immediately thereafter. So in other words, it could be a daily work colleague. It could be an employee or a boss or someone. But and we'll get to who that someone is, and very familiar to Courtney. We got that 15-6 here as well. There's definitely an older male involved here. Now, I did mention that the reason why I believe it was premeditated is because of the 27-9 here. Actually, let me flag that. Here's a murder. So 27-9 is the order to do a hit, and here's the murder. 16-7. Not good numbers, unfortunately. I'm confusing myself here. 15th, just double checking 26. So it's this one here. 14, we know what's coming up with 14. 14-5. So I'm getting, there's definitely a brotherhood of some sort here. I'm still trying to get confirmation whether law or other. And I would say illegal other. In other words, a gang. Is it Utah where she's from? 32. $14.5. So let's see if we can see what's going on here. And look at the imbalance of sevens here as well. This would have been a problematic day here. We need to confirm this. This 14.5 at the end of the day here. I wonder, in this kind of situation, it usually points to, and I'm just trying to get confirmation as well. And I got confirmation. There's some untruths going on here. Lies. Amongst people, actually we saw similar numbers in the Karen case. Look here, 32.5. That's the breakup of the 23.5. There's problems in the group here. This is a key day here, ladies and gentlemen. And when you have all those fives around, is what humans do to humans, that we end up in situations like we're talking about today. 32.5. There's something, I would say there's something significant happening in the background here. Again, I have no inkling on this case. I'm just going with a reading and what I'm getting. If there's more to be discovered, then we'll do more on another reading. But for now, I'm just going to go with what I have, which is 3 dates, 13-4. 15-6. See, here's this 24-6. The older male is in the family circle, friend circle. Older male, definitely guaranteed. There's a plan about. A big plan is about. Something goes wrong. Where did I see that 22-4? Was it in the same reading here? Yeah. 22-4 on the day that she was discovered. This is no coincidence. This was definitely pre-planned. This was definitely pre-planned. Whatever was happening in the background, this was not a random situation. There was a plan at play here. Older male, familiar, very familiar, first periphery. Courtney's confirming at times with things that I'm saying. As I mentioned, I always ask for permission to do the case. I will not reveal personal information or personal stuff. This is about the now seemingly alleged murder of Courtney Townsend, and the discovery of her remains now on Monday the 27th, pinged on my dashboard. And believe me, I need a rest. My goodness. Okay, so here we go, 28. 19, 10, 1. Okay, let me just zero these colors, beg your pardon. 28, 10, 1 is a problem actually. But let's just start neutral, so there's no... Because 28, 10, 1 is discussion after the fact. Not only one person. Yes, in the beginning when I started to set this up, I believe there were 2 people involved. 2 people. Now, also keep in mind this crime event happened in a 7-year. There will be justice for Courtney. Alright, so let's just see here, 35. Oof. 35-8, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately at a crime scene. When I spoke about those emotional markers on the Gabby Petito, beg your pardon, Gabby Petito case that I did in the book, I talk about the 8s. And unfortunately, it's a number that first responders don't want at a crime scene either. Because those are the gruesome crimes, unfortunately. Crimes when there's 8s around in a crime scene, it's not going to be good. Alright, let's go to the next day here so we get a full picture of what's going on. Just hearing messaging at the moment. These things are unnecessary and unfortunate. They are very violent, eh? And definitely premeditated, planned murder. And we'll try to get to the motive and see why did this happen. feel like I need a bit of context, but let's just see what we get from here, because there's definitely, and this is what we still need to determine, is who were the perpetrators. So we got 2 males. Let's just see. Now you see, interestingly, this 33 has come up again. It would be May 25th, the day before here, we'd see a 33. Where I'm sure I saw another 33 somewhere. It may have been a different case, beg your pardon. 33. 33. So there's been a situation, a transactional situation involving a woman. I don't know the story. Because there's a hidden 21-3 here. There's a hidden 21-3 here, which confirms the abduction theory. And that is derived from the 10 plus the 11. 11 plus the 10. 21-3. Where do we see 21-3? The day before the discovery day. Confirms for me that Courtney was, of course, abducted, taken against her will. So there's actually a lot going on here on this day. It's a bit weird, this formation of numbers, I must say. And here's the reason, you mothers. Look who's on the scene here, ladies and gentlemen. This, oof. Rotten bastards. We see these numbers when there's other people involved. People with authority. I'm sick of seeing this combination of numbers against citizens of their own country. How does that happen? Huh? I was leaving it till the end. Just confirmed at the end. I'm not going to say anything. But wow. I have no words. Always people getting their hands dirty and then they're going to make a mess of it. Because they were at fault in the first place, getting their hands dirty. So on an overview, on the top row, there are too many sevens. There are too many out of control sevens. We've got stacks of 7s here. We've got 11 2s. Here's another confirmation, ladies and gentlemen. We have 11 2 with 7s. Oh, and what's the outcome? Gruesome murders. Double 11 2s even. Oh, hold on, that's an error. Is it an error? 16, 17, 18. No, it's not an error. I was looking at that day. So we definitely got double 11 2s on play with 7s. Wow, look here. There's a young lady in the middle of this whole situation, 22. Why is she in the middle? What is going on about her? That brought this about? But there's definitely people of power involved as well. Definitely hit numbers going on here, made to look like something else. That's why it's a double hidden 27-9. It's made to look like something else, because the very initial feeling that I ever got looking at this case was the presumption that she had run away. So was that the intention of how this whole situation was staged? Remember, we are in staging numbers here, 26-8. So this is technically our first pass. Okay, so I hear you saying, let's look at the days leading up to the reflection day. I think you were sensing that I was going to wrap it up, which I think I might have wanted to. Alright, quick sticks, here we go. 22, so there's definitely some kind of outburst. There's big conversations, fights, arguments going on here. There's definitely something has gone down here that has disrupted the inner circle, you know what I mean? 31. See, there's that ugly number as well, 31-4. Decomposition. Alright, unfortunately it's also confirmed with the 13-4, so there's a death here, or reflecting. So yeah, this 38-11-2 also confirms, and in line with 28-10, 37-10, even 19-10, that there's conversations after the fact about the situation internally. Maybe there's a reason why I was told not to look at context or go too deep into the background here. I'm just going to give it as I get it. If we need to do a follow-up, we'll do a follow-up. We still need to determine what was the motive here. 19, 20, 21. We are all being tested. 21, 3. So there's the reflection again of the breakup of the group. 32-5, 14-5, the group, the gang. So okay, let me not jump ahead. 39, 12-3. So I wonder if there was trafficking a situation here. And was it the case that Courtney was not going to go down without a fight? She wasn't going with. Look at all these power numbers. 11-2, 22-4. And my interest is already perked up when I get something like that. 7. Look, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. 33-6. What have we got here? Design by the fathers of death. Look at all these power numbers here. What the heck is going on here? What is going on here? This is alarming. What did I say earlier? There's a level of sophistication. And we have got proof of design. 33-6. The minute you see that in a crime scene, just know we're dealing with something here. There's a lot of bullshit also going on in the background here. I'm just looking for evidence of any kind of ritualistic situation. The 33-6 would be, but I'm just looking for supporting. If we've got supporting, then we know we've got something going here. I don't believe she's the only one, eh? Is she the only one? I think we could have trafficking situation here. Because look, so, you know, November 17, so there's these big communications going on, 28-10-1. Yeah, 28-10-1, 19-10-1. About illegal situations, illegal, 29-11-2. There is lots of emotions going on about this. Where is it coming from? Look here. We got groups of women being held against their will. About control for them cigar smoking, whiskey, bourbon drinking motherfuckers type people. I just had a startling image. More of a sense, but then images were generated. Am I going off my rocker when I say, I mean, we've seen those movies with Quentin Tarantino exec produced them, Hostel. You remember that movie Hostel? There were like 3 of them. Is this what it is? Because there's definitely groups of women here held against their will. And there's murder in the air. 19, 10, 1. 9 is murder. So let's have a look here. And everything that they're doing, and I know this is illegal, but now let's just say, and I'm just going to speak colloquially, but not psychically, and say, okay, I've been asked not to say it. Well, I'm getting blocked from saying it. Let's put it that way. So let's just say if prostitution, prostitution is in many parts illegal, but it wouldn't come up as heavy as this. Do you know what I mean? Now, let me give you context. If the perp is having sex with women for money or not, depending how the transaction happens, whether they were abducted and brought to a situation, but there's like something else that's happening that they do to these women that is illegal. I know it sounds very naive. So what I'm saying is, look on this November the 20th here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 twos. So you got these big wigs, lots of women, girls, and children as well, unfortunately. Because on the reflection day, yeah, we have 13, 4 as well. Children. So did they mistake Courtney as this tiny little girl or something? I hear someone saying. Because she is 4'11". However, she's 33. So did these pervs in their scouting vehicles think they came across this tiny little girl driving a car? But this 14-5 keeps popping up, and these are these little gangs, these thugs. So somehow I don't believe it is law enforcement. I don't believe it's law enforcement. But it's illegal gangs and illegals in gangs in America. And it is big business, big communications going on. Because one of the first image that I've ever saw of this case obviously was this video I started watching, right? And I saw she was 33, but I kept on getting shown, where is it now? Height. 4 feet, 11 inches. That's tiny. So was this a case of mistaken identity in a way? That these traffickers thought they had easy target. And I believe Courtney put up a fight. I'm just looking at that bottom row again in comparison to what we've just spoken about. A lot of familiar numbers on the scene here as well. And when you get this many matches, there's no coincidence. You can look at it from the point of view of, this is Courtney Townsend's timeline. And we had a couple of dates on her timeline. And then, of course, the date now that where she's been discovered, May 27. They're all connected. So if the numbers are true, then the numbers are true. So we're getting a lot of familiar faces around here, 14-5. There are higher ups involved, groups of pervy men, 4 groups of women, and unfortunately children in this area, wherever this crime took place, operating on the daily. It's like clockwork. And let me see. You know, only so much of it is obviously in the open, and so much as I would imagine the clubs or whatever the setups are, or private. Tonight, everyone's meeting in this warehouse somewhere, or whatever the deal is. I don't know. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I was just seeing if we have any more information. But the operation, and I believe this is where it comes in, because I've been drawn out to November the 22nd, right? So we got all those power numbers there. The level of sophistication comment, I would say, pertains to it's a well-run machine. Yeah, so everyone's got their responsibilities from what's that movie with Liam Neeson and his daughter goes overseas to Paris or wherever with her friend. Don't worry, I'll find you. You know, what was that movie again? Anyway, that's the situation where there is trafficking going on, and it's like delivering bread from the bakery to the shop. Run-of-the-mill stuff happening here. All right. Now let's hope to hear what the outcome is on the autopsy. And I'm going to leave it here for now. If there's more developing information, or if I've done a blunder, we'll have a look. But all I had, last seen, vehicle discovery, and now, unfortunately, discovery of Courtney. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I do appreciate you. And please leave your comments. I do love engaging with your comments. Stay safe, stay alert, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.